About my wife and my family, who's been a breath of fresh air for me, but also the guidance of the chairman, who's always at the end of a phone call. He's a great man manager, should I say. He picks you up when you're down, and he also, when you think you're doing well, he knocks you down a peg or two. So I'm really pleased for him. But it's like you say, I'm proud of my achievements at the club, and it'll be, and hopefully long after I've gone, it'll keep progressing, because like you say, I'm a supporter of Spennymoor Town after the years I've been there, and I'll always be a part of Spennymoor Town.
You've got salt and pepper, you've got fish and chips, you've got Spennymoor Town and Jason Ainsley, but not anymore. Before we get to the huge breaking news, subscribe to the channel to not miss new football videos and stats and coverage of the non-league scene. Leave a like if you love Spennymoor, Jason Ainsley or non-league football. So last night, Spennymoor Town announced that they had parted ways with manager Jason Ainsley, leaving the longest managerial reign in non-league football with 14 years broken, or at least the top six tiers anyway. Brad Groves, the chief executive of Spennymoor, said in a statement, "Jason and I have been in agreement for a long time that there would be a clear moment where the change was needed. It has always been the long-term plan of the club. With the scale of our ambition and the multi-million pound investment I've made in the club, this is an increased pressure on performance across the board. With the additional pressure of COVID-19 pandemic has brought, that movement has arrived quicker than we thought." All good things come to an end, and Spennymoor will now go through some sort of transitional period to turn the club on a different route and guidance to where they believe they want to or need to be. 14 years, over 750 games, Jason Ainsley has built Spennymoor Town to the club people respect in the National League North. Ainsley won 11 trophies, 4 promotions, turning them from semi-pro to the force they are today. And from what Brad Groves said, there certainly was a plan at some point that a change was going to be needed, and this was it. Groves certainly recalled a lot of fond memories under Ainsley's leadership. There are obvious ones like the FA Vase, the amazing trip to Guernsey, the FA Cup first round proper and all of the silverware. But there's been so many late comebacks, memorable performances and crucial wins too. That is testament to the character of the installed into his players year after year. There is no doubt he will go down in history as one of the most influential and loved people ever at this club. But you only have to look at a few years to see how strong Spennymoor have become under Ainsley. When Ainsley took over from the club from Jamie Pollock in 2007, the club were in the midst of a crisis, and the home of Spennymoor, where they played, was served for 103 years. They were served an eviction notice. The ground, it was for them to play at the ground. It was looking very bleak. But with the hard work from the chairman, the board, and the fans, the Moors got a new 25-year lease of the ground in September 2007 to ensure they didn't need to leave home. Ainsley's first year, they finished mid-table in the first division of the Northern League, and the 09-10 season, Bradley Groves joined the club as chairman, and this was certainly where the takeoff was beginning. Spennymoor became one of only 3 clubs at the time to smash the 100-point mark to win the championship, and this was to happen to the year after also. In fact, they won that league 3 years in a row, but such the feat that Spennymoor had already arisen, they opted for no promotion until they were financially secure. In 2012-13 season, when finishing runners-up to Darlington, who they were just beginning a renewed rivalry with the club, they applied for promotion, but this was denied by the FA. The season after, a 2-1 win over Tunbridge Wells secured the FA Vase, a flavour of things to come under Ainsley. Rolling on a few years, and you could definitely see the competitive qualities Ainsley has installed and the quiet, patient approach for Spennymoor's rise paying off. The first season in the Northern Premier League, after finally allowed for promotion, Spennymoor finished second behind Blythe Spartans, and they beat Stourbridge 1-0 in the playoff final to reach the National League North. In the first season in that division, they finished 8th. The season after, they finished 4th and lost in the playoffs. Last season, finished 8th in the 19-20 in a season that wasn't finished, overruled by COVID. And 2021 season, where we currently are at the moment, they sit 9th in the table and definitely are there to mount another promotion charge. Some great goal scorers in Ainsley's reign. 4 players have hit over 30 league goals in one season since he's been there. Jamie Clark, Liam Henderson, Nathan Fisher, and the man who's been the Spennymoor talisman for the last 4 years in a row, Glenn Taylor. I'm sure all Spennymoor fans will feel slight sadness to see this man who has turned the club into a non-league force, but I'm sure the Brewery Field outfit is still in good hands and a fresh approach in sometimes what a club needs to reach the next level. But good luck to Spennymoor and to Jason Ainsley in whatever he achieves next. Up the footy.